Published 6:04 Eastern Standard Time, the 5th of March 2018. Updated 8:57 Eastern Standard Time, the 5th of March 2018. After another weekend full of surprises in the Premier League and the Football League, Ralph Ellis sifted through the statistics. Here he shares what he has learned this weekend. 1. Arsenal's great teams were always superb in possession, and giving the ball away was a serious crime. So the biggest sign of the mess this current team are in was that at Brighton yesterday Arsene Wenger watched them lose the ball 150 times in the 90 minutes. Granit Xhaka, supposed to be the solid influence in midfield, was the worst culprit, losing possession 21 times, once every 4 minutes. Granit Xhaka was the worst culprit for Arsenal as they surrendered possession 150 times too. Bearing in mind Sam Allardyce sees himself as a tactical mastermind, you wonder what instructions he gave Wayne Rooney when he sent him on as a second-half sub in the defeat at Burnley. The former England captain ran everywhere in a one-man mission to stop Everton's dismal collapse and touched the ball 26 times in his 31 minutes. He got involved in every part of the pitch, except the attacking third where he might have had the most effect. Wayne Rooney touched the ball 26 times in 31 minutes, but none were in the attacking third. 3. Alexander Zinchenko continues to blossom for Manchester City, and the 21-year-old Ukrainian gave a starring show in the 1-0 win over Chelsea. The way Antonio Conte's side made no effort to press made it an ideal game for the youngster to build his confidence, but even so he was excellent. He played 118 accurate attacking half passes, the most of any City player on a day when they all played keep ball. 4. It's a big few weeks for Liverpool captain Jordan Henderson as competition for midfield places in England's World Cup squad hots up. A month after returning from injury, he finally got to play 90 minutes in the 2-0 win over Newcastle and gave a solid display. He played more accurate forward half passes, 47, than any other player on the Anfield pitch, but critically didn't set up a chance with any of them, while Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain helped himself to an assist for Mo Salah's goal. Jordan Henderson played more accurate passes in Newcastle's half than any Liverpool player. 5. David Moyes has got to find a way to put Michail Antonio into his starting lineup as he looks for ways to breathe new life into West Ham's faltering season. The winger was about the only Hammers player to put any real fight into their dismal performance at Swansea, and not only because he scored their consolation goal. Brought on as a half-time sub for Patrice Evra, he won more duels and made as many tackles in 45 minutes than any of his teammates managed in 90.6. Serge Aurier might have won the right-back berth from Kieran Trippier. The 25-year-old Ivory Coast international, who cost £23 million from Paris Saint-Germain, played his second Premier League game in a row in the 2-0 win over Huddersfield, while Kieran Trippier was an unused sub. Aurier was solid defensively and also put in a couple of dangerous crosses which both created scoring chances. Serge Aurier made his second Premier League start in a row and impressed for Tottenham. 7. Orestes Karnezes suffered the debut from hell on his first appearance for Watford at Everton back in November, but the Greek international has now won the number 1 slot outright, 7 games after taking over because Aurelio Gomez got injured. The 1-0 win over West Brom was his third clean sheet, as many as Gomez had kept in 20 games going back to September. The 32-year-old made a couple of decent saves, but dealt well with Albion's aerial threat at set pieces, making some good catches. 8. You wonder why Rafa Benitez, desperate for goals to keep Newcastle in the top flight, couldn't have made up with Serbian striker Aleksandar Mitrovic, the 25-year-old who dropped out of Rafa's plans after disciplinary problems early in the season has been unstoppable since joining Fulham on loan. His goal in the 2-1 win at Derby, which moved Slavisa Jurkanovic's side into the race for automatic promotion, was his third in as many games. Aleksandar Mitrovic scored his third goal in as many games for Fulham against Derby County. 9. Championship clubs are looking at Wigan's midfielder Max Power, who has been one of the most improved players in Paul Cook's side this season. His free kick rescued a point as the Latics came back from 2-0 down at Blackburn, but the former Tranmere player had already impressed with his work rate and passing in midfield. Power, 24, has 18 months to run on his current contract and will be in serious demand if Wigan don't achieve promotion. 10. It's hardly a catastrophe yet, but long-time League Two leaders Luton are showing the first signs of a wobble after conceding an equaliser to draw 1-1 at Cambridge, 9 points clear of second place. A few weeks ago, they've now won only twice in 6 games, and Accrington, who visit Kenilworth Road on Saturday, are 4 behind them with a game in hand.